We all know Angry Birds, one of the most popular mobile game franchises out there. Well, recently I got a bit nostalgic for it and wanted to relive my childhood by downloading the original Angry Birds games on my phone. But to my surprise, they weren't available to download. As it turns out, this has been the case since 2019. Many of the classic and beloved Angry Birds games were delisted from the mainstream app stores. With no other option, the only way I could officially play these games now was via my old copy of Angry Birds Trilogy on the Nintendo 3DS. This got me thinking, if a game is on a physical cartridge, then technically the game is yours forever. No need to delete it or reinstall it and hope that it's still available to re-download. All you need is a console and the game for that console. So, what if a sort of spiritual successor to Angry Birds Trilogy happened? A way to have all of the now unavailable to download Angry Birds games together in one place for you to own them until the end of time. This is how I would bring back 2012, with a little collection I'm calling the Angry Birds Slingshot Collection. Hey, nostalgic bundles are the craze now, and Angry Birds could definitely capitalize on that. Hello everyone, I'm Dexys, and this is my Angry Birds Dream Game. Angry Birds Slingshot Collection has 5 Angry Birds games bundled in one package, one of those games being a quote-unquote new game. Now let's start with me mentioning each game, the episodes they come with, and if any changes have been made to those games. The first game is, of course, Angry Birds Classic, and it comes with every episode plus a new conclusion episode. Out of the box, only the first episode, Poached Eggs, is unlocked. You have to beat each episode to unlock the following episode. That is until the new episode, Pig City. Pig City would be the 16th and final episode of the game. It will act as the conclusion to the classic Angry Birds games. At least in this bundle, that is. The episode takes place in, well, I think that's pretty obvious, Pig City. And the episode follows the birds attacking the city and eventually King Pig's castle to get their eggs back once and for all. Ending with the birds wrecking the pig's home and not getting the eggs, but instead getting what they have all been fighting for, their newborn baby birds. No, I am refusing to call them hatchlings here. The episode ending with a little comic-styled cutscene with Redbird and King Pig witnessing the hatching eggs, finally ending the conflict between the birds and pigs, because it turns out that the pigs wanted an omelette, not chicken soup. But again, that's the finale. Before all that, we still got other games to play. The next one being Angry Birds Seasons. The game will have every episode since Trick or Treat all the way to Ragnarok. Unlike Classic, all episodes are unlocked out of the box. Also, unlike Angry Birds Classic, this will not be having a new episode, nor a new final cutscene. The intention is to have the player pick this up whenever they feel like it and go to any season they want to be in. You can play the Halloween episodes in Halloween even if you just got the game in Halloween. Story-wise, this game just takes place around the first game, so giving it a conclusion and beginning would not really work if you ask me. The next game is Angry Birds Space. Angry Birds Space will only have its first episode, Pig Bang, unlocked from the beginning. Just like Angry Birds Classic, you have to beat one episode to unlock the following one. Angry Birds Space will of course have every episode plus Mirror World, with Mirror World being completely optional for beating the game, but necessary for 100% completion. Angry Birds Space will have an intro cutscene adapting the story told in its cinematic trailer into the game's comic book format. The game will also have a final cutscene, replacing the final one in Danger Zone. This new cutscene would show the pigs fleeing space after their defeats and returning to Piggy Island via portal. With the galaxy safe from the bad piggies, the flock says their farewells to Icebird and follow the pigs back to their home via portal. Another game in the bundle is Angry Birds Friends, with the Piggy Tower and every single tournament ever, all the way from 2012 to 2021. Those doubles ought to be archived somewhere, right? You first have to beat the Piggy Tower to unlock the tournament levels. Obviously, this version of Angry Birds Friends won't have the core gimmick of the game, that being competing with friends for the highest score. But I think that just having a place for you to play every Angry Birds Friends level ever would just be too good of an opportunity to pass up. Talking about old lost levels, the final quote-unquote new game is a compilation of every lost classic Angry Birds Slingshot game. That's why I'm giving it the very creative name of Angry Birds Lost Levels. Angry Birds Lost Levels compiles every single lost Angry Birds level ever, aka the web games, demos, bonus levels, old Angry Birds Friends episodes, and maybe even scrapped levels. That making this quote-unquote new game just as big as a normal Angry Birds game, which by the way, Classic has 732 levels, Seasons has 850 levels, and Space has 623 levels, without even mentioning how many levels are in Angry Birds Friends. So I think it's pretty sure to say that Angry Birds Slingshot Collection will have probably over 2,000 Angry Birds levels. A lot of the levels in Angry Birds Lost Levels were originally brand deals. This could be a problem. Some companies might not allow their brands to be in this release, so every brand will just be censored. The original assets like backgrounds and objects will remain, but any instance of a brand will be removed. For example, in the Chrome dimension, all of the Chrome logos will be edited to look like normal backgrounds. And the web games names will also be changed if necessary. Like for example, Angry Birds Cella Pizza will be renamed to Angry Birds Pizza. Angry Birds Coca-Cola will be renamed to Angry Birds Soda. Angry Birds McDonald's will be renamed to Angry Birds Fast Food, and so on. You get the idea. Due to the amount of games in this collection, the games aren't remade in any way. They are simply ports of the game in one pack, slightly remastered. Also due to the amount of content, specifically different backgrounds, the backgrounds won't be animated like they are in the Angry Birds Trilogy game, because I think that that's a little bit too much. Games aren't the only thing there is to a game though. Well, sort of. There's also menus, controls, and other goodies, so let's talk about those now. First off, let's talk about the game's title screen. This title screen is an alternate version of the classic Angry Birds title screen we all know and love. The background works just like we all remember it working like. The background is the same as the last level and game you played. If you were in Poached Eggs from Angry Birds Classic, the background reflects that. If you were in Thin Ice from Angry Birds Seasons, the game reflects that. If you were in Utopia from Angry Birds Space, same there, and so on. The background music also changed with the game, and in Seasons' case, the episode. The background also obviously has the birds and the trophy of each beat episode randomly flying through it. Also, every episode that didn't have a trophy now has one. In the middle of the title screen, there's a big play button, and the game's name sits just above it. On the two bottom corners, we got the settings button and credits button. What's unfamiliar here are the two smaller buttons next to the big play button. To its right, there is the continue playing button. If you press the big play button, you get sent to the game select screen. But if you press the continue playing button, you get sent to the last level you were playing. No need to scroll around to find where you last were. By pressing this button, you automatically get sent there. A speech bubble under the button lets you know exactly what game, episode, and level that is. To the big play button's left is the store button. Press this button to go to Mighty Eagle's store. Mighty Eagle's store is your place to buy power-ups for each game. You'll be buying the power-ups with bird coins, which you earn by simply playing the games. Each star you get in a level gives you bird coins. The power-ups you will be able to buy are the Super Potion, Boombox, Birdquake, King Sling, Sling Scope, Flock of Birds, Pig Puffer, Space Egg, Hummingbird, Telebird, Wingman, and of course, the Sardine to summon Mighty Eagle. You can also choose to save your bird coins up and buy these special slingshots from Angry Birds Friends. All of the power-ups and slingshots are available to use in all games. Back to the title screen, if you press the big play button in the middle, you will be taken to the level select menu. This is, well, you know, the menu where you select what Angry Birds game you want to play. The menu is based off the old episode select screen from the old versions of Angry Birds Classic. Each game is ordered in release order. First we've got Angry Birds Classic with red representing the game. To its right is Angry Birds Seasons with Shuck representing that game. Next is Angry Birds Space with Space Bomb representing that game. Angry Birds Friends follows up with the Wingman representing this game, and the last game is Angry Birds Lost Levels with the blues representing it. After this, it loops and Angry Birds Classic follows, and so on. Press the icon for each game and you will be taken to that game's episode list, and from there on you can select what level you want to play. In between the Angry Birds Classic and Angry Birds Lost Double icons, you can see another selectable icon. This one not being a game but another menu. This is the button to go to King Pig's Museum. In King Pig's Museum, you can unlock bonus material with the stars you earn while playing the game. The stars will work like a more limited currency. You won't be using the stars to unlock more levels, you'll be using them to buy neat bonus stuff like these. You can buy the classic animated trailers, Angry Birds Tunes episodes, bird bios, concept art, loading screen artwork, music tracks via a music player, maybe old books like the IDW comics, and finally alternate sprites for the birds and pigs based off their original pre-Chrome designs, their current Angry Birds Friends sprites, their Tunes designs from the Angry Birds Rio 2 update, their Angry Birds World Tour and Angry Birds Champion sprites, and maybe even their Angry Birds 2 sprites. The only thing you don't buy yourself with stars is the final alternate bird and pig sprite based off the Depressed Birds designs for them. This one is the secret reward you get for 100% completing the game. In other words, for getting every single star in all of the games. With that, we are done with all of the gamey stuff of the game. But there is still a couple of more things I want to touch up about this collection. The first one being its controls. I personally envision this game fitting the Nintendo Switch best. So I'll explain the game's controls using the Nintendo Switch's control layout. The game controls are the following. You aim your slingshot with the left control stick. Once you are ready to launch your bird, you can either press the A button to launch the bird, or you could also just let go of the control stick. Once your bird is in the air and ready to attack, you press the A button again to use their power. If the bird power needs you to press on a specific location, aka Laser Shuck, Mighty Red, or the Tula Bird, the gameplay will stop and give you a few seconds to select the location with an aiming reticle that pops up in front of the bird. You move around the reticle with the left stick, and once it's in the place you want your bird to fly to, press the A button again. To bring up the pause menu and pause the game, you have to press the start button, and you can press and hold the select button to press the restart button. To open the power up menu, you have to press the Y button. Once that menu is open, you can scroll through the power up menu with the left stick, and select the power up with the A button. To close the power up menu, you have to press the B button. To control the camera, you can use the right stick or D-pad. Press up to zoom in, press down to zoom out, right to pan to the right, and left to pan to the left. You can also press the X button to zoom in and the Y button to zoom out. If you're in handheld mode, you can also alternatively use the touch controls. The game won't just be in Nintendo Switch though. While I think it best fits that console, the game will also be in other current generation consoles. Originally, I wanted to add Angry Birds Rio and Angry Birds Star Wars to the bundle, but I'm pretty sure those licenses have expired, and because I wanted to take a more realistic take with this game, I didn't include them. But I do have an idea. If the collection sells well, a workaround for those games could be, hear me out, rebranding the game, removing every little instance of the old brand, and selling the games as DLC. It's easier said than done, but this is the only way I could really think the games could be put to sale again without renewing the license. I don't know how legal that is, but I'm pretty sure it's somewhat legal. If the DLC does happen, I think that Rio could be renamed to something like Angry Birds Samba, and Angry Birds Star Wars to Angry Birds Planet, Angry Birds Universes, Angry Birds Space Heroes, I don't know, something like that. The point is that I'd like to see them be part of this collection somehow. Also, in the game select screen, they'd be next to Lost Levels, with Matilda representing Angry Birds Rio, while the R2-D2 egg could represent Angry Birds Star Wars, or whatever they get renamed to. Each game will also bring their power-ups to Mighty Eagle's store, Rio bringing the Samba Burst, TNT Drop, and the Call the Flock power-up, and Star Wars bringing the Thermal Detonator, Blaster Droid, and Clone Bird, with those, just like the other power-ups, being able to be used in all other games. And that's all there is to the Angry Birds Slingshot collection. A big bundle of nostalgia, rubber, glass, stone, wood, hungry piggies, and very, very infuriated birds. I wanted to add the likes of Angry Birds Epic, Go, Star Wars 2, and other unavailable games, but I decided to focus on the truly classic titles. Luckily, during the development of this video, Rovio announced to bring some of the classic games back. So, thank you, Rovio. Even though they're probably not returning in this console collection way I dream it as, I am still looking forward to having our nostalgic Angry Birds fix. So again, Rovio, thank you. Also, Rovio, if you're watching this, you can freely take the idea. It's here for grabs. Just do it. I don't mind. Please do it. Anyways, with this, I end this video. Have a good day. Goodbye. But for real, Rovio, please consider this idea. Please? Please?